Hey everybody, today is January 19th. I'm Mr. Sheridan. This is Natural Resources. I hope you all had a great extended weekend, had a chance to reflect on some of Dr. King's teachings and quotes and those sorts of things over Martin Luther King Day, and that we observed the things that he did and the things that he fought for, and had a little bit of time to reflect on those over this long weekend as we get back into school. So for those of you who last week, you should have been working on your presentation on a Michigan commodity. Most of you who turned those in did very, very well. I do need to still get those grades in the grade book, but I have looked at them and you did very well. So I will continue to get those done. But if you have any questions about that, make sure that you're getting those in. For today, your assignment, which is posted in Classroom, is that I want you to go to Truity.com. Truity is a website put together by some psychologists that have found markers and questions that can reveal your personality type. And what the goal here is for you to take at least 2 of these tests to, number 1, find out a little bit about yourself and how you interact with other people. And number 2, find out what careers would best serve your type of personality. The things that you like to do can tell us exactly what it is that you may want to do in the future, whether that's involved in some sort of agricultural industry or not. So the 2 tests that I want you to focus on when you go to Truity.com, and if you look in your Google Classroom, you'll find that the link is in there for this, and these instructions are in your Google Classroom. But I want you to go to just take the very first one here, under personality tests. I want you to take this test. And the way that these work is that you're going to write, or you're going to read each one of these things, and you're going to rank that thing either inaccurate, accurate, or somewhere in the middle. And obviously there's a sliding scale there. So there are quite a few of these questions, but there's only 6 pages of these. This is not the end of the world. You're going to get this done in 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes. And what it's going to do is be able to spit out a document that shows you which type of personality you are. And these are all the abbreviations. And it's going to tell you what things are important to you based on the way that you answered these questions. And a lot of times when they ask this many questions, they can get to the bottom of what types of things you like, what types of things that you the ways that you interact with different people, the things that that drive you and can lead you to success, and that you should look out for to avoid, so that you're not miserable every day of your life when you're trying to do something that you hate. So this is why we're trying to do these things, is to give you an idea of your personality and what things you like and don't like. And then the other thing that I want you to do, so you need to take this personality test, and then you also need to take this very first career test. So when you go up here to personality tests, if you click on career tests, the very first one here is the career personality profiler. If you go to these are all free, and you can, different companies and that sort of thing subscribe to this site, and they actually allow them to go in and use some different materials, but they offer these tests for free, which is really, really nice. And I would suggest that you actually do some of this stuff with your family. So for this careers one, you're going to approach these questions, and I would encourage you to make sure that you read the directions. But the idea is that you aren't going to know how to inspect a roof for leaks. But you need to pretend that, okay, if I knew how to do that, would I enjoy doing that? If money was not an object. So all of these things you get paid the same, and you know how to do all of them. Would you enjoy that work? Would you find it something that would fulfill you, that you would enjoy doing? And that's how you need to answer these questions, anywhere from like to dislike. And then there's several variations of each. And there's 5 pages here that you need to answer as well. So a very cool site to play around on. I promise that when you get to the end of these, it's going to spit out some information about you that you may not have known before. If you are interested in this kind of thing, and you think it's kind of cool how it spits you stuff out and things about you that it knows, I did this with my wife and some friends of ours, the Enneagram test. kind of categorizes people into 8 different personality types and how you interact with relationships in regards to working together or being in a relationship and that sort of thing. So if you have parents that are willing, I think it would also be fun if you wanted to run through that one. And again, it spits out all the information at the end and it tells you what types of personalities those are and that sort of thing. So a very, very cool website that we have available to us for free. So those are the 2 tests that I'm requiring you to do though. For those of you who are not doing a leadership contest, you need to do the personality test and the career test, those 2. And I want you to take screenshots, a screenshot at the end of the thing that says that you did it and what types of personalities you are so that I can see that you did that. So that is your assignment. It is due by the end of the day on Wednesday. We will talk about these on Thursday and how we're going to use that information going forward. So I encourage all of you. And again, if you are doing a leadership contest, still a very cool resource to be able to do with your family or friends, or just for your own benefit, especially if you're an upperclassman who's getting ready to move on to college or to the workforce, that to get to know yourself a little bit better. So that's what we need to do today. I hope you all have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great day.